est un combat en simple pour une chute. Ce sera pour l'aspirant numéro 1 pour le titre roi du Richelieu. L'arrivée de ce combat.
All right, let's go with more wrestling action from the Montérégion area of Quebec. My name is Jay Walker, and this is the FML. And what a matchup we have on hand for you here tonight. In a #1 contenders matchup, the winner challenges for the Richelieu Championship of the FML. It's Justin Turnbull against Griffin McCoy. Justin Turnbull has been on a tear here in the FML, vanquishing his former partner of death in tacos, Johnny Taco, now looking to climb that ladder to get to the very tippy top of the FML and become Richelieu champion, but no easy task. With his opponent here tonight coming all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Trained at CZW, has been featured in Game Changer Wrestling, has traveled the world to become the top guy each and every place he steps foot in, and including the FML starting here tonight. He is Griffin McCoy. And I mentioned places like CZW and Game Changer Wrestling, but Griffin McCoy is a well put together technical wrestler as well. A very evenly matched opponent here for Justin Turnbull. Griffin McCoy reached out when he heard about Justin Turnbull making the waves here in the FML and wanted to put himself to the test. And that is exactly what's going to happen here tonight. Again, a #1 contenders match. So the winner will challenge Tyler Knox for that Richelieu Championship as we get a look at the top guy, Griffin McCoy, stepping foot in the ring for the first time here in the FML. The man has traveled to Europe, traveled over the United States, and now adding Canada to his resume as well. But he is going to be leaving with much more than that. He will be leaving with some aches and pains that will haunt him for the rest of the career as he steps into the ring here with Justin Turnbull. Griffin McCoy taking his time here, making sure he is primed and ready for battle. And Turnbull with a chip on his shoulder with so much to prove here tonight. Griffin McCoy, relaxed, poised, focused. Turnbull, chaotic, frenzied. Frustrated as the bell has rung and we are officially underway. Justin Turnbull and Griffin McCoy about to tie up, but before they do that, I want to tell you about next week, because next week, Friso TV Championship on the line. The new champion, Maria Belmont, defends against Diablo Person. What a matchup, a hardcore match that will be. But right now, it's about who will challenge next for that Richelieu Championship. You better believe Tyler Knox and Hollow Prophecy will be watching backstage. Here's our first caller I will tie up of the night here. Griffin McCoy taking down Justin Turnbull here and now out wrestling the man and applying a front headlock as Turnbull desperately looking to escape, getting back up to his feet and going with strikes as an option. But Griffin McCoy going to out wrestle him once again here. Hammerlock behind, snapmare down to the ring, tying him up here. Crucifix pin, 2 count very quickly. Justin Turnbull outmatched, was not expecting that in the opening minutes of this thing. Now exchanging words here. Look at the confidence on Griffin McCoy. It's just a different level when you world travel like that and you take to places like Game Changer Wrestling to face the very best the industry has to offer. And that's exactly why Turnbull is mixing it up here with Griffin McCoy, testing himself against some of the very best, seeing if he's ready yet to make it to that next level here in the world of professional wrestling. Is he now, has that applied? Side headlock now switched over is Justin Turnbull. Trying to keep the much taller Griffin McCoy down to his level here. Bringing him down to a knee now. Arm wrench applied, working over the elbow of Griffin McCoy, trying to negate some of that wrestling offense, that technician style that Griffin McCoy brings to the game here. Looks like McCoy looking to escape, creating some distance between the two men here. To give him a little bit more leverage so he can escape. But that wrist very heavily locked in. No, there it is. Griffin McCoy escaping now. Beautiful bridge here. And now using his feet, nipping back up, taking down Turnbull, and into big trouble here with a Boston Crab at the center of the ring. And look at that tight grip as he hooks the arms deep of Justin Turnbull. He has Turnbull exactly where he wants him now. Showing he has him exactly where he needs him. Center of the ring, submission hold applied, and now changing it over to an STF. Center of the ring, Turnbull nowhere to go, in a ton of trouble here. As Turnbull looks to desperately climb to the rope. Look at the defiance of Justin Turnbull there as he gets to the rope, and we call for the break. Griffin McCoy happy to oblige with the officials' callings. And you see that leg, the left leg of Turnbull being favored. Oh, baiting Griffin McCoy though into the trap there. Bringing his throat and introducing it to that middle rope, and now Turnbull gonna amp up the ferocity of his offense here. It's gonna keep it a striking game, and probably a smart move as he just got out-wrestled by Griffin McCoy time and time again in those exchanges. Does not want to be tied up anymore, does Justin Turnbull. He now goes to work with some shoulder tackles in the corner to Griffin McCoy. So you gotta look at Justin Turnbull there flexing. Wasn't flexing a minute ago when he was caught in that Boston Crab, though, let me tell you, as he now tries to send Griffin McCoy to the ropes. Reverse, though, in comes. Beautiful leapfrog up and over now. Turnbull coming off the ropes, and oh, he's a solid kick there to the chest from the top guy. And we are still early in this feeling out process between the two men. Look out, knife edge chop from McCoy. And now looking to bring Turnbull to another corner here, driving his head into the buckle. Luckily it's padded, but still a lot of steel underneath that padding. Oh, and another one here from McCoy. Looking to finish the job here, hit the home run. Final base touch, in comes Turnbull's skull. And now Suicide Jesus on Dream Street here as Griffin McCoy making light work out of Justin Turnbull in the opening moments of this matchup. He takes Turnbull up for the ride now. Fireman's carry position almost into the rack. Turnbull able to escape though, and now yanking the hair of McCoy, bringing him back down to the canvas. And again, the leg of Turnbull really being favored here as he gingerly drops that leg. Just a patented move in his offense. And now look at it here again. Picking up the pace is Justin Turnbull, bringing the striking game instead of trying to out-wrestle Griffin McCoy in his own game. Coming off one more time from the ropes here, dropping another elbow. Do what brought you to the dance. Don't change up your game plan. Great strategy employed here by Justin Turnbull as he goes for a cover here and gets a 2 count on Griffin McCoy. Two very different approaches to the game are these men, despite being so evenly matched. Justin Turnbull now measuring with a headbutt there and clocks Griffin McCoy here, who's a little spaghetti-legged, a little loose-legged, bow-legged, if you will. And overhand chop of his own here to McCoy. Turnbull firing up and lighting up his opponents here. Remember that the #1 contendership to the Richelieu Championship up for stakes here. In comes Turnbull. Nice drop kick sends McCoy into the buckle. And Justin Turnbull, again, this is what's working, the striking game. He's got to open up those fists though. Referee admonishes him for it. But keep that punishment coming as he now looks to hang up Griffin McCoy out to dry. Tree of woe position. Griffin McCoy looking to escape, but not a lot of options when you're turned upside down. Your legs are hooked around that steel framing of the turnbuckle. Oh, low drop kick now. And for the first time in this match, Griffin McCoy is in trouble. And this is where Justin Turnbull gets comfortable. His opponent's wincing in pain. Just a 1 count that time. Top guy says, not like that, my friend. You got a lot more in the tank if you want to put me down for a 3 count. Yes, Turnbull very comfortable, perhaps wasting a little bit too much time though, measuring his opponent, playing with his prey as he continues to unleash damage. Look at McCoy, look at the tenacity, look at the fire, the guts, the grit, firing back on Turnbull after taking shot after shot after shot, and now unleashing some shots of his own as he rocks Turnbull there. Now look at hit the ropes coming off. Look out, Turnbull though had it scouted and sends McCoy to the floor. And we've seen it in most of Justin Turnbull's matches. He thrives on action on the floor. This match was always destined for this scenario. The question is, what does Justin Turnbull have in mind now that it is on the floor? And it looks like Griffin McCoy is going to find out the hard way. Oh, shot there to the jaw. Taking his time. Waiting until McCoy opens up a weak spot here and then just pounds on the flesh. And McCoy once again in a ton of trouble here. He's in no man's land. But stopping Justin Turnbull though. It's count of 7. McCoy flops. That's all that was left. He flopped into the ring. Turnbull bringing it back in now, breaking up that count officially. The crowd solid behind Griffin McCoy here, despite Justin Turnbull being the hometown favorite. Now a forearm leaves McCoy prone position here, up against that steel ring post. Look out for that knife edge shot. Oh! Turnbull missing the chest of McCoy. Now looking to follow up. Turnbull misses and eats the steel ring post, this time with his head. And Griffin McCoy has found his opening here to bide some time, regain his composure, and fire back with a flurry of offense. Turnbull in a ton of trouble here, rolling reluctantly back into the ring. And the ring is where Griffin McCoy thrives. Underneath the clothesline, coming in now, ducking 2. There's a big boot sending Turnbull back to the mat. And Griffin McCoy has definitely turned the tide of this matchup, getting the crowd solidly behind him as he measures the Suicide Jesus. Oh, another boot to the jaw. Coming in a second time now. Drop kick with authority in the corner. The top guy very much fitting the moniker right now as he looks to close in on Turnbull and solidify his opportunity for the Richelieu Championship. Cradle drops him. High stack on that pin attempt 2, and no, only a 2 count. Turnbull able to kick out. Back and forth this matchup has gone so far. If you're scoring the points, I'd send him to McCoy. So he's looking to call for the finish here. Looks like a DDT perhaps. No, setting up. Back to the rack position. Turnbull though, he's done his homework for sure. He knows what Griffin McCoy's about, and he does not want to be back in that position, up on the shoulders of the top guy, but he may have no choice. No, fighting out of it here with some strikes. Turnbull has to stop worrying about this crowd and worry about the trouble that he's in. McCoy breaking that headlock. Oh! Hard knife edge chop. Turnbull doesn't know where he is. He's not looking for where he is. He's looking for some oxygen after it got driven out from those chops. Oh, and there's number 3 sending Turnbull down to the canvas. And now McCoy once again looking. Has him up in the rack position now, up on the shoulders. Turnbull able to escape again. Again, resorting on the strikes, but McCoy firing back with strikes of his own. Coming off the ropes, missing the clothesline. Watch out. Second one. Both men meeting in the middle. Clotheslining each other, but it's not over. Oh, Turnbull getting turned inside out on that exchange, though. Griffin McCoy with perhaps just a little bit more left in the tank. And Turnbull finding out hard way what it's like to be in the ring with a top guy. Both men down, needing to reach their feet to break this count of the official. Man, Tyler Knox is going to be chewing every nail off those fingertips, wondering who's going to challenge him for that Richelieu Championship. Turnbull is the man up first to his feet. Griffin McCoy, perhaps that clothesline was just out of desperation and instinct here as he finds his way up to his feet. Turnbull waiting in the wings, though, with a right hand. Again, as I mentioned off the top, both men so evenly matched here. We're back to square one, where both men fighting on their knees, desperately trying to gain an advantage here. Griffin McCoy eating those shots, trying to will himself back into competition here. Turnbull eating a forearm, firing back with one. Both men exchanging strikes. Who will blink? Who will drop? Headbutt now from Turnbull. Everything up for grabs here tonight. McCoy with a headbutt of his own. Man, no one wins with a headbutt fight. Both men will be feeling the effects of that for weeks to come. My goodness, how brutal is this one? McCoy, though, picking up steam. Turnbull, no, stepping on the foot. Little shortcut, but it was effective. And now looking to hit the ropes. Finish off McCoy. No, McCoy. Oh! Justin Turnbull just ate the ceiling on that one. And now McCoy has the carcass, the corpse of Justin Turnbull after that devastating smash into the rack position. He's been looking for this all night long, folks. Twisting it into the bomb. My goodness. That is all she wrote to it. No! Justin Turnbull somehow, someway regaining his senses and getting the right shoulder up on that pinfall attempt. What a gutsy effort of Turnbull. And now Griffin McCoy looking to put the finishing touches on Suicide Jesus here. Justin Turnbull hitting the ropes. Wait a minute here. Oh, so close. Mario, our official, almost caught in the wings there. Low blow. DDT from Justin Turnbull behind the official's back. And now Turnbull looking to finish the job here. Taking one more shortcut. And perhaps that's all he needed. Leg drop from the middle rope. And we got the cover. Leg is hooked. Justin Turnbull punches his ticket to challenge for the Richelieu Championship. Gutsy performance from both men. A spectacular matchup. Justin Turnbull, of course, the low blow, but you gotta admire his tenacity for kicking out of that bomb that Griffin McCoy dropped him with, and eating the ceiling as well. And wait a minute here. That's not the music of the champion. That's the music of the former champion who was robbed after defeating Alex Cooper for the Richelieu Championship. It was Tyler Knox who cashed in his contract for a championship matchup right then and there, and with the help of Hollow Prophecy, stole the championship from Freddie Crow. There's the man right there. Man has asked for silence.
Félicitations. Le 14 février, dis-toi une chose, si tu gagnes, je vais te donner sa liste
Shut up. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I know you're not afraid of me. And I know damn sure I ain't afraid of you. But you know what? You have my respect. So you know what? Yeah. When the Suicide Jesus becomes the new champion, I promise you that match. J'ai aucun trouble avec ça. Tout le monde va voir pourquoi je suis le Suicide Jesus, Justin Turnbull.
Turnbull promising Freddie Pro a title shot if he can defeat Tyler Knox and dethrone him of the championship. And speaking of championships, again, next week, folks, it's Diablo Person against Maria Bell. Rizzo TV championship on the line and an intergender hardcore match. We hope you enjoyed this week. We'll see y'all next time. The bell rings.